Wow, it's been a long and challenging year, but there's hope as we begin to return to church in person and return to some of our usual kinds of activities. I'm glad we were able to meet through Zoom, but it is so nice to be here in person with so many people.
The pandemic and being apart has been challenging, but it also might have given us time to think and reset some of our priorities. Could the timing be right for you to join our new class of Stephen ministers? As Pastor Emily shared in her sermon on May 2nd, there is something going on here. Do you feel the nudge of the Holy Spirit? Where are you being called?
Our current class of Stephen ministers, commissioned in 2018, has continued to serve our congregation even beyond their original commitment. While we have been apart, the needs of our congregation have continued. So to the questions that Sherry posed just a few moments ago, I have great news. We plan to begin our training class next fall in October or early November for a new class of Stephen ministers. Training will be from 7 to 9 on Tuesday evenings with commissioning in the early spring of 2022. Once commissioned, we meet basically twice a month.
All of us this past year have been faced with many challenges, whether it be the loss of a job, the health of somebody that we know, a family member or friend, or many other kinds of challenges. Have you struggled to find the right words to say to your loved ones or a friend? Stephen Ministry can help you with that. They can help you with the skills necessary to either talk to somebody in our congregation or even to your family member or friend.
Now, you will hear from Wendy Kuhn and Alex Shalaby from the class of 2018. They will share how Stephen Ministry training has impacted their lives. After Wendy shares her thoughts, Alex will share through a video since he is traveling.
So I have sat in these pews for many years and have had the privilege to witness many members of our faith community give personal testimony as to how and why they decided to become a Stephen minister. I would hear what they shared, consider my own circumstances, and whether I felt called to make the commitment. What were my other obligations, distractions, difficulties? Finally, I found myself in a place where I could overcome my hesitations and excuses. I listened to that inside voice encouraging me, and I joined the class of 2018. I learned many things about myself and about my faith during those months I spent meeting every Tuesday evening during training. Honestly, the training not only taught me new skills, but it also allowed me to experience feelings of empathy and compassion that I had learned to ignore, while also reinforcing listening skills that I knew how to do in my head, but not in my heart. To quote author Stephen Covey, I was like most people who do not listen with the intent to understand, but they listen to respond. Serving as a Stephen minister has enriched my relationships with those both in and out of the church. God has not only equipped me to be a caregiver, but to also be a better friend, mother, and wife. Personally, I have received far more than I have given. I'm encouraged by Paul's words in Philippians 4:9. What you have learned and received and heard and seen in me, practice these things, and the God of peace will be with you. And as Chris has shared, I hope you are also willing to roll the dice, take a chance, and answer the call to serve.
When Bob Snow called me to ask if I would join the student ministry class, I didn't hesitate for a moment. I immediately responded in the affirmative. I've been looking for a way to engage more with our church family, and I thought this would be the opportunity to do so. I was right. It was a wonderful experience. Not only did I accomplish that objective I had in mind of getting closer to a wonderful team that was in the same class from our church family, but it has helped me a great deal in my personal life. I strongly recommend that you consider being a Stephen minister yourself. You will grow spiritually. There's so much you can learn from Stephen ministry and from the wonderful leadership team we have in our church. Join us. It's a great mission. Thank you.
So after hearing those two testimonials and the plan we have for this fall, the big question for those of you here in the sanctuary as well as those of you watching us on the live stream. So are you called to Stephen ministry? As you have heard, and maybe even experienced as a care receiver in some cases, Stephen ministry is an exciting way to minister to the needs of our congregation, as highlighted by Wendy and Alex. Our last class, portrayed on the screen that you see before you, has served with compassion and commitment. We thank them for their service as we look forward to our new class in the fall. For more information, please call Sherry, Karen, myself, or Pastor Emily. Also, you can check out the Stephen Ministry website at www.stephenministry.com. We look forward to hearing from you so that we can successfully continue this important ministry that began in 1999. It's been around for a long time and very helpful to this particular congregation. Thank you.